Randy, who has this big old lot that he does nothing with, and but what he does is he come down here, and all this is starting to grow up, and so he comes down here. He's got a little trail that he walks through there. He can see my front door. He can stand behind the bushes and watch me because he's a weirdo. So here he comes. He's not concerned about killing the grass that's right here. He won't even spray that or cut it on the side of the road. But he'll come down here in the bushes where he can hide and spray so that he can stand behind those bushes and be a weirdo. So here he comes. Watch him. He'll disappear into those woods because he's a creepy weirdo. He makes a little trail where he can stand back in there and look and be watching my front door in the dark. He's a weirdo. He's a total weirdo. There's all kinds of stuff down through here he could be spraying, but instead he clears his little path through the woods that, see, he disappears into it. Makes it so that he can stand back in there and watch. Be creepy. Watch people. I mean, there's no other reason for him to be clearing a little trail. He's done this before. He does this for the past few years. He's just a weirdo. It would seem that he would have plenty to do up there at his house, but instead he makes a trail where he can stand behind bushes and watch my front door. He's still spraying in there. It's just so he can watch me in my yard. There's no other reason for him to be spraying all that. He's been down in those woods before. I've caught him on video. Standing around in there. At night. With a device in his hand. And then he showed up on his front porch. He scared his dogs because he walked up out of the dark. Scared his own dogs on his front porch because he was creeping around in the dark. He's a weirdo. He is one weirdo. Got all these other things to be worried about, and this is what he's worried about, being able to see my front door. I've got a privacy fence up, and still he's like some kind of rapist. He won't even stop. He's just driven to not give me any privacy, to pester. I mean, he just forces himself on women that are not his wife. He comes back out of the woods. He's still clearing that little area where he can be not seen, but he can see better. He's not concerned about getting all this right here. He's just concerned about his little creepy area where he can be a stalking weirdo. This man is mentally disturbed. He needs help. He's a freak. So there he is. He's still trying to clear his little path. I mean, he doesn't come down here and do any kind of maintenance or anything. So, I mean, he doesn't even keep it cut or anything all the way down through the street. But he's going to clear out an area where he can stand behind the bushes and watch me on my front door. He's just a freaking weirdo. mean, his wife just had a heart attack, basically. And here he is worried about his little creepy weirdo stalking area that he can stand behind the woods and the bushes and watch me in my yard. He's such a weirdo.